Hi again and welcome to Thursday Takeaway, where we spend just a few moments just looking at something from the Bible and how we can add it into our lives. And last week Pastor Paul started us out on a new theme and a new topic, and today I want to talk about having a clean mouth. This is something we're all very aware of when it comes to people's responses to confrontational situations. And very recently we saw this in the news with the EU's vaccination supplies. When they were running out and they were going to be so low, they were quick to respond and to make statements that they very soon realised were the wrong things that were to have been said and to wrong actions that they were going to be doing. An agreement that had taken a long time to come and to bring into place was almost thrown in the scrap heap as soon as it was created. And it brought a lot of condemnation and quite a significant backlash from other nations of the world. However, there was an apology and there was a backtrack and things were brought back, but it's still not 100% right, because there are still discussions going on that were a result of those actions that were carried out by the EU. In many ways, that's the kind of thing we're looking at. And in the book of Proverbs, there are many sayings that can tell us about and warn us about the witness and about being honest and truthful in what we say. In Proverbs 18:21, it tells us death and life are in the power of the tongue. In Proverbs 21:23, it says, whoever keeps his mouth and his tongue keeps himself from trouble. And then there is one whose rash words are like sword thrusts, but the tongues of the wise bring healing. That's in Proverbs 12:18. And you'll find in the book of Proverbs there is an incredible number of sayings in regard to what we say and what comes out of our mouth and the effects and the influence that can have on people and situations all around us. So often a rash word can cause so much damage to friends, families, relations, and it takes so much longer to repair than it does to actually destroy. And a question I want to ask every one of us is I've been doing it myself over the last few days as I've been preparing this. Do we ever start the day by asking God to help us with our mouths? Help us with our tongues, that what we say is going to be a blessing and an encouragement for everyone that we meet. Often we will pray for health, for strength. Often we will pray for direction and guidance. We'll ask for God to help us to live an upright and an honest life. But the one thing that we very rarely pray about is the things we say, the tongues and the things that come out of our mouths. And, too often we make excuses for what we say, even when we know that what we've said is wrong and we shouldn't have done it. The worst one of these things is gossip. The most challenging thing I think, though, about this is found in Luke 6:45, because that reminds us that the good person out of the good treasure in his heart produces good, and the evil person out of his evil treasure produces evil. What we say is a reflection of what is in our hearts. We're challenged in our living to be a representative of Jesus to the world and to everyone around about us. But what does the Bible say about those that guard their hearts and their minds, and particularly the mouths? Well, we can see that in Matthew 12:36, that on the day of judgment, people will give account for every careless word that they speak. In Proverbs 16:24, gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Proverbs 17:27 tells us, whoever retains his word has knowledge, and he who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding. Today we can choose what we say, we can choose how we say it, and we can choose to whom we say it. So let's make today be a day of difference. Let's today be a day of blessing, a day of encouragement. And as the psalmist David penned, let's the words of our mouth and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Let us pray and ask God to help us today and each and every day for that He gives us breath, that we should guard our mouths, make our words clean, life-giving, honouring, gracious and encouraging. Let's just say, God, give me a clean mouth. God bless you. God be with you. Have a great day and be blessed.